Mountain Gardens, and it's about June 23rd, I think, 24th, and I want to look at this Houttuynia cordata coming into bloom. So this is a plant in the lizard tail family, the Lardizabalaceae, I think it's called. There's several interesting herbs in this family, fairly obscure family, but it does have a couple interesting things, including Sorurus, which is called lizard's tail. So Sora is like dinosaur, meaning lizard. Let's see, so this one, Houttuynia cordata, comes in 3 different versions. This is the normal species. This is a double flowered one, slightly more ornamental, got a lot more petals. So this is the double flowered version. And then there's also a variegated version. And if this were growing in more sun, it would have some red, it'd be more red, yellow, and green. This was growing in the shade. You can see a little touch of red, but it gets much more vivid in the sun. And this has been marketed under the very cute name of Houttuynia, the variegated version, which obviously is a takeoff on the Latin name Houttuynia, Houttuynia, haha. So all 3 of these are really invasive. Like, people who planted this as a ground cover probably pretty much universally regret it. I'll never get rid of this plant now. It's gotten into rock walls. It spreads very vigorously. Now, it is quite a useful plant. I suggest that if people want to grow it, you should grow it in a container. Like the big like 6 or 8 foot kiddie wading pools are quite excellent. I use them for a lot of different boggy type plants and just invasive plants in general. That would be a good way to grow this herb. So medicinally, it's clear heat, clear toxins. It's used especially for heat in the lungs. It's been called the smoker's friend because a big drawback of smoking from a Chinese medical perspective is that it dries out your lungs. So this herb will help moisten the lungs. Good for coughs with hot phlegm, which is like sticky, yellowish green, difficult to expectorate phlegm. You would use this herb. Also useful for prostate problems, I've been told, and yeah, relieving coughs that follow a cold and just linger on and on. Useful for that. Also a big culinary herb in Southeast Asia, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, that area. This is a culinary herb. They really like, the flavor of it is very similar to cilantro. Well, actually there seem to be 2 different clones. One with the cilantro kind of flavor and one has more of a citrus flavor. So they really like that cilantro flavor in Southeast Asia. They got several different herbs, unrelated herbs that all have a similar taste. So multiple use plant. I sell it to a restaurant. Restaurants will buy this. And, it's a lot easier to grow than cilantro. Not that cilantro is all that difficult, but you can see there's a lot of volume here. And we tincture it and also dry it for tea, the entire plant, including the root, the herb, the flower, the whole thing is equally medicinal value. So that's Houttuynia cordata.